So we're in Crestline, Ohio. We ended up here for a track meet for like the next 8 hours. So this is the place that I was mostly abused. So I decided that I should go by my old house and look at my window and things like that and kind of bring back memories, which I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Well, it definitely brought back memories. We'll say that for sure. I remember everything looking through that window. That was just so sad, so difficult, so hard. And there are so many stories that I want to talk about on here. So it did bring me back to a story. So I was in 5th grade. I had come home from school and we had a very small yard and most of it was deck anyway. And my mom's boyfriend was a carpenter, so he built all this deck and he built this little area back there with a can crusher in it because they literally drank that much beer that they needed a shed to keep all their beer cans in. So there was this homeless MRDD man that walked the town all the time. His name was Pody. Everybody knew him. He was MRDD. He dug in trash cans. He wore any clothes that he could find out of wherever. You know how it is. Anyhow, he walked around town collecting cans. So when I come home from school that day, I went to put the key in the door and he was back there going through the cans. So I screamed and ran away and he took off running too. Well, I made the mistake of telling my mom and her boyfriend about this, and it wasn't too much longer after he was getting all tanked up. He gathered all of the neighbors, all these guys. They had to be like in their early 30s or so. They were ridiculous alcoholic idiots. Gathered them all, probably 5 or 6 of them, and went and found this guy and then drug him to the front porch and then started to beat the holy crap out of this man. And he always carried a stick because he was MRDD and just that's what he did. So they took the stick and they were just beating him with it. And I was screaming. I was screaming for them to stop. I was just screaming, stop. I don't want this. I don't want this. And, they didn't stop. It was all. So they all beat him pretty good and they were all yelling. You know what crowds do when they get together. And this poor man, his whole behind was hanging out. His pants were off. They beat him that bad that his pants were off. It was so, so sad. I'm no psychologist or anything like that, but I would say that's probably the main reason on why I love the homeless and MRDD. I worked with MRDD for 22 years. Probably the reason why I love those people and have such a soft spot for them. And I was supposed to be grateful for that because he did something about it. That person scared me and he did something about it. So I should have been grateful for all that. Well, so yeah, I got a little bit of trauma from that, I would say. But that's a story I remember going by that house today.